Hey YouTube, Cody here with Blue Dream Erase, and today we have another Blu-ray update. So, there are a couple DVDs thrown in here. I didn't think anyone would mind too much if there are, so I'm going to do it anyway. Just because I got a couple DVDs to complete a collection. Yeah, this month I didn't get a lot of movies. I only have 3 movies to show you. They're pretty cool ones from what I know. I've only seen one of them, but they're good ones, so they're good pickups, I think. And I figured I'd show them off anyway, and the rest of the pickups are actually an addiction I gave into, so I'll show you what I mean when I get to those, but it's a pretty bad one, and if you have the flu, then I'm sure that you'll be able to relate to me on that. So, nice quick update today, nothing too serious. I did order a lot of Blu-rays in the mail, so they will be coming probably sometime in April. So I'll actually add those to the next month, May's update. I figured, why wait? Why just not get these out? Plus I want to loan some of these out to my buddies before I start watching them. Again, that'll make more sense when I get to it, but we'll start with the movies, so I'll show you what I got. By the way, I am really sorry about this big glare right now. It's just the time of day, the sun's coming down. I'll try to cover it up best I can when I'm talking, but you know, I need to light the room somehow, and that's just... If I cover that up, it gets way too dark on this side of the room, so it doesn't really help me out too much. But the first movie I got is one that I think is a little bit overrated. I do really enjoy the movie, which is why I picked it up, but I do definitely think that it's a tad bit overrated. I think it's... you know, it's an awesome movie. People just hail it like it's the best action movie of all time. Like, it's the best movie of 2015, and I can see why you would say that. I just personally don't agree with it. You know, I think that it's one of the best of 2015, just not the best. And I'm talking about none other than Mad Max. So this is one I saw in stores a lot when it came out on Blu-ray, but I didn't jump on it, and it kind of disappeared for a while. And I was in Walmart, and I saw it. It had the nice slipcover on it, so I figured, why not pull the trigger now? If I don't now, then probably never will. And it's a really good movie to have in the collection, especially with the slipcover, because it is a classic, or it will become a classic one day, just because of the attention it gained and all the notoriety and everything, and it was a really, really, really well done movie. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was shot very well. It was directed very well. There's just, personally, the whole motorsport thing doesn't really float my boat. Again, I found the movie entertaining. I'm gonna rewatch it. I thought it was awesome. I just don't think it's the next best thing, and I don't think it's the best action movie of all time by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's one of, maybe, but I don't think it's the best. And, you know, I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a great movie. I can see why people would think it's great, though. So I can't really... hate on people for liking it. I never would hate on anybody for liking anything, but especially this movie, you know, you can't help but to like it. So, Mad Max, good pickup. Pretty stoked to finally have it in the collection. Stoked that I got it with the slipcover, and yeah, I'm just pumped. Mad Max is awesome. So, the next one I got is another one that I saw in stores and everything when it was first coming out, but I really struggled finding it because after I didn't pull the trigger on that initial jump, it was just hard to find it. And the movie I'm talking about is The Martian. So I did finally find it. It took me a while, but I did find it, and it was at Walmart, and I got the 3D Blu-ray, which is useless to me. I don't have a 3D TV, but irregardless, I figured, you know what, it's The Martian, it's got a slip, I'm gonna get it, and I did. And I haven't seen this movie. It's about a guy who gets stuck on Mars and he has to use science to stay alive and everything. Haven't seen it yet. I look forward to watching it. It should be a good time. That's why I got it, because it looks like a good movie. It looks like one that, from what I've told, it has a really good balance of comedy in there, so I am looking forward to watching it, and I'll watch it as soon as I can. Ridley Scott is a really good director. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites, but he's up there. He's really, really good, and yeah, apparently this is his best work in a long time, so I'm pretty pumped to watch it. So, the next one I got is Macbeth with Michael Fassbender. Just kind of give you guys a more close-up. I'm trying to block out that light best I can, but it's kind of getting through in some instances. So, I haven't seen this movie. I've seen the really old one, which I don't think is this one. It could be, but I'm not sure. I learned about Shakespeare in school, obviously. I've watched Macbeth before, and Macbeth is the only Shakespearean play that really gained my attention. It's the only one that I really liked. So I've heard that this is an awesome release and that it's really well acted, really well. I've heard the cinematography is really well done in it, so I'm really pumped to see that. And yeah, I'm just excited to watch Macbeth. I've heard really good things about it, and it's a story that I really do enjoy by Shakespeare. It's one that I understand, and I don't understand a lot of Shakespeare, I'm going to be honest. But I understand Macbeth, and I really like Macbeth, and I'm looking forward to watching this movie. Quite a bit, actually. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I need to get that. It's a good one to have. It's just a classic in the story, and it's cool to see it reinvented. Ridley Scott is actually supposed to be doing a Macbeth, I believe. I believe it's Ridley Scott. I could be mistaken on that, but maybe this is the one that came out of that instead. I don't know what happened, but I am, irregardless, looking forward to Lady Macbeth and the witches and everything. Should be a good time. So those are the only 3 movies I got this this month, but I do have some other pickups to show you, and the first ones are on DVD. So the first pickups that I got that aren't a movie is Game of Thrones Seasons 1 and 2. Let me get that up to the camera for you. I really like this slipcover. I know everything's backwards, but not much I can do about that. But I really like it. It's textured, and it's the wolf, and it's just a beautiful cover case for it. It is on DVD, so there's just 2 DVD cases inside, each which have like 6 or 7 discs, or however many it is, 5 discs. But yeah, the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, I haven't watched the show in years, since it was coming up, actually. Maybe not, maybe a bit over a year, but I haven't watched the show in a long, long time. I remember season 1 being kind of slow, but I liked it. It had that big twist in it, and then season 2 was just, by the time you get to season 2, you can't put the show down. So those are the first 2 seasons on DVD. So yeah. But I didn't stop there. I also got season 3 on Blu-ray, and this is a beautiful set. The slipcover comes with the dragon shadow on there. You can't really see it because the fucking... There you go. And then the case just kind of looks like so. And then you open it up, and there's beautiful artwork all over this guy. Really, really nice set. And season 3 is actually my favorite season out of the ones I've watched. I've only seen up to season 4. But season 3 was phenomenal. The twist in season 3 made me shit the bed, as it did most people. It just drove me insane. It was crazy. And I'm so looking forward to rewatching this season. I'm lending this season out to my buddy right away. But I'm so looking forward to watching this. I cannot wait. I love this season. This is the season that made Game of Thrones for me. And just, I was already hooked by the time I got here. But once I watched that season, I think it's episode 9. You guys, if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Crazy season. I loved Game of Thrones season 3. So I didn't stop there. I had to, once I got season 3, get season 4 of Game of Thrones. And I watched this one as well, and I loved season 4 as well. Season 3 and season 4 were my 2 favorites, probably, followed by 2 and then 1. 1 I loved as well, I just found it a little bit slow. But this is just like season 3. It's a beautiful set. Again, it has the slip cover, and then you slide it out, and then it just kind of opens like I don't know how to describe it. You know what I'm talking about. I can show you, actually. It shouldn't take too much to show you. So it kind of looks like this. It has beautiful artwork on both sides, and then it opens kind of like an accordion. That was the word I was looking for. And then it opens up like that. And then like that. So really cool artwork the whole way through. Season 3 is even nicer when it comes to artwork, but Season 4 is pretty nice as well. So then, this is how far I've seen in Game of Thrones, but the reason that I got those was because this guy came out, Season 5. So yes, I bought the entire saga of Game of Thrones. That's why I don't have a lot of movies, because these guys are like $60 a piece retail in Canada. So they're expensive. But I love the way this one looks. It's got this golden sheen to it, and it works just like the Season 4. It opens up and then it pops out the side. This one's DVD as well, by the way, so you'll have to forgive me. And then it opens up like an accordion again. So, really, really nice. I love the way that they did these, except for the first 2 seasons. I really like the slipcover on that one, so I won't complain too much. But the actual like whole set itself is just 2 DVD cases. I didn't really care for it, but that's all I got this month. Again, I do apologize for not getting a ton of Blu-rays or anything. I got mostly Game of Thrones, and I'm just gonna let the light go, so I do apologize if that's distracting. But that's why I just got a ton of Game of Thrones. I love the show. It's my favorite show, and before I watched Season 5, I wanted to rewatch the entire thing. So I'm going to lend those final few seasons to my friend because he's watching it, and then I'm just going to binge watch Game of Thrones and watch a whole bunch of it. Again, I did put an order in for Blu-rays for everyone and a couple other websites, so there's going to be a ton of Blu-rays coming in. Well, not a ton. Don't expect like a 40 Blu-ray update or anything, but quite a few for next month. More than I usually have, for sure, so that'll be a cool update. Again, this month I kinda didn't get as much because I'm so hooked on Game of Thrones, and I love that show so much, and I wanted to have it all, and now I do, and I'm pumped. But I want to thank you for tuning in. I will have more videos up. I'm going to do a couple UFC videos, and I'm going to do some more collection videos, top 5s. I have plans for this channel, and it's going to go pretty great. I'm also shooting a short film, which I'm going to upload on this channel as well, so that'll be cool. And yeah, just thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. Thank you.